Ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, hello and welcome back to my desktop. You see, there's been a bit of a development in that TIE Fighter Total Conversion has finally been re-released. The original came out back in 2005, but it's been a bit of a chore to get it to work recently. So, yeah, also this now is an entirely different beast from what it used to be. But the basic premise is take all of the missions in the TIE Fighter campaign, import them into X-Wing Alliance, and play them with the upgraded engine and all of the niceties that comes with that. And yeah, it's completely awesome. I've already played a couple of missions just to see how everything works, and yeah, I thought I should make a little bit of a more in-depth video, show you where to go, link in the description, to download it and how to install it, what changes you may or may not want to change depending on your preferences, etc. But basically, version 1.0 came out 22 hours ago, so it's yesterday. And yeah, let's go. Files, first of all, and then we go with 1.0 full. Now, the ModDB page has a bit of a quirk in that if you accidentally hover over the embed widget, you get this little pop-up here that prevents you from clicking download, so you need to go from below. It's not a big thing, but it's an annoying thing. And just let it start downloading. I've already downloaded this file though, because it's humongous. Let's go properties here, 7.6 gigabytes or 8.1 depending on which of these numbers you like the most. And yeah, it's big. And oh yeah, it contains 2 files which I have already decompressed. Right, now before we actually start with this though, there is one more thing that you may or may not want to do, and that is to go to the installation folder and, for instance, make a safety copy of any pilot files you may have had. You know, save games, etc. But I haven't had a problem where a total conversion like this has deleted anything. And you'll see soon why, because it's an ingenious solution to all problems that usually occur. But anyway, let's go next. Accept the terms of the license agreement, which is rather short, but whether you want to read it or not, it's up to you. We can also read more detailed installation instructions if we wish. And then, yes, I'm using the GOG version, but the Steam version is basically the same. The one thing you need to know, actually that you needed to know about a minute ago, is that you need to have X-Wing Alliance Upgrade installed before installing the total conversion. There will be a link in the description as well as a tutorial on how to install X-Wing Alliance Upgrade and in the description. And yeah, I'm not going to wait for you though, so let's just go next. Here we have 2 options. We can go with the remastered soundtrack or the original MIDI soundtrack from the DOS versions. The remastered sounds awesome and is, I mean, if you saw any of my Let's Play of TIE Fighter last year, you will know what it sounds like. It's amazing, so we're going to go with that. We can go with classic tutorial missions or updated tutorial missions. And I'm going to go with the updated ones because I've already played the classic ones. And so install. This will take a couple of minutes though. So, time-lapse time. And here we are. Finished. Let's move these out of the way now. Now, when we start X-Wing Alliance launcher, this is the X-Wing Alliance version of the launcher now. In order to start the TIE Fighter Total Conversion, we need to go into Palpatine's Total Converter. And next, accept the terms of the license agreement once more. Next, and here we are. Load a Total Conversion. We can go with the classic version or the reimagined version. This is different from what we just installed, where it was the tutorial missions, for instance. Now, they've changed a lot of the missions that were troublesome, let's say, and just massively reimagined them. And in order to do that, they also had to change all of the briefings, which meant that they re-recorded every single briefing and debriefing. And there's also like new commands within the mission as well. So yeah, it's a massive endeavor, which also explains why it is so large. And that also means we don't get the old classic officer talking to us. And it might feel a little bit weird, but if it does feel too weird, you can go with the classic version just fine. Or we can go with the reimagined. Let's go with the reimagined this once, though. Just know that you do have the option to change that here. Let's go next and configure, and that's done. And here we are. Now, one thing to note, if you choose one and then play through the game for a bit, and then choose another, and then go into the total converter and choose the other version, you will start from the beginning, unless you go into pilot options here and choose Alpha 2, which is the reimagined fighter pilot, and the classic is Alpha 1. So I have already played through a couple of missions, so I'm just gonna load Alpha 2 just to be safe. And there we go there, and then we have a few things in Babu Frick's configured that we can change as well. Again, accept license agreement. Next, and here we are. We can change the TIE Fighter soundtrack here. If we chose the MIDI soundtrack before and then wanted the remastered, or vice versa, it's just fine. You can just change that here, no problem. Also, in the original TIE Fighter, a TIE Fighter got destroyed by getting shot twice. We can change our own hull strength here to 400% if we want, so we can take 8 shots, just to make the game a little bit easier maybe. Though, well, you don't fly a TIE Fighter all that often or for all that long, so usually just in the beginning. I think maybe there's 1 or 2 missions later that you also fly a TIE Fighter, or maybe that was a TIE Interceptor. I forget. It's been a while. And let's see, we can change the game language, graphic resolution. Let's go with 16:9. Yeah, normal aspect preservation for everything else. Next, configure, relaunch. Go for it, thank you. And customize some special effects. We can decrease bloom, increase bloom, all of the same things we can do in the Alliance Upgrade project. However, there's one thing that I generally like to change, and that is deactivate wireframe view. It doesn't feel right yet. I don't know. Because you see through it, yeah, I don't like it too much, but your mileage may differ. See, everything else seems to be in order. Good. Now, also, we can change starfighters like the X-Wing and Y-Wing Z95, but we can't fly them, so we can only change their outwards appearance. But we can change the TIE Fighter to be the Outland version from the Mandalorian, if we want, which is pretty cool. We can also change the Super Star Destroyer to be 19 kilometers long, or the default 17.6. It's all up to us. But I have not changed anything, so it's all good. I think that's it. We've changed the pilot, we've changed the configurator, we've changed the total converter, and yeah, let's go. You may notice that this is not what TIE Fighter used to look like. Which is understandable because I'm not a sir, thank you though. We're in X-Wing Alliance, which means we get a couple of extra doors, one of which is crew quarters, and one of which is pilot proving grounds. Crew quarters looks awesome. And we can check our rank, we can check our medals, we can check our emails. It's all here. Also, covert achievements as well. How nice. Wait. Hold on. I'm a civilian. Pilot rating. Yeah. I'm also an ensign. Ensign civilian. Very good, very good. And we get some trophies every once in a while as well, so that's nice. And the pilot proving grounds is not the one from TIE Fighter. It's the one from X-Wing Alliance. In TIE Fighter, you flew through these tubes, which was quite awesome. That's not in the game, sadly, but we do have a pilot proving grounds, which is nice. Then we have the flight simulator. Thank you. Where we can go through different older battles and training. Yeah, it's pretty much all nice. But let's hear this new briefing voice, right? Battle 1, Red Alert, Hoth system.
Our interrogation of the rebel prisoners captured aboard the freighter has revealed that the rebels plan to mount a large assault on our station with help from the Mugari. The destruction of this station would allow rebel forces to operate freely within this area without challenge. This cannot be permitted. High Command has been made aware of our situation and is sending the Imperial...
I am a special emissary of the Emperor. In this time of crisis and open rebellion, the Emperor wishes to ensure the loyalty of all those who serve the Empire and root out any traitors. To this end, I will ensure that his wishes reach those like yourself who have pledged their fealty to him. You will have many opportunities to serve the Emperor, and if you serve him well, you will be rewarded. Any failure would be most unfortunate, for your sake. In the mission ahead, we've received information that rebel officers may be observing the attack using a stolen Imperial shuttle. We have forces standing by who will attempt to disable and capture the shuttle once you have located it.
And that's it. I'm floored that they have done this for every single mission in the entire game. It's amazing.
In preparation for an assault on the station, all TIE squadrons have been deployed to patrol and defend D-34.
I'm gonna pause this now, though. Right, here we can see one change that has been made in the reimagined missions, in that we get some TIE interceptors as well. In the base version, we get only 3 flights of TIE fighters. So, and I think... Now Juno, I think, will also be in the classic version. But yeah, the one thing we don't get is the opportunity to ask questions like we did in the original TIE Fighter, sadly. But considering what I'm about to show you, I think that's a pretty decent, trade. But basically, we have to hold out until the hammer arrives. Yeah. This is a station hangar. Which is pretty much... It's just awesome, honestly. And I can't switch craft, load warheads, beam weapons, or countermeasures, but I can launch. And I can look around, and I can see through the right here. Basically, these are screens, I think. I can't look behind me, though, which is something you could do in the original. I can't look down, either. I can't look up. Oh, yes, that's just ceiling right there. So, yeah, let's launch. And I'm gonna slow down a little bit. There we go. Now, oh yes, right there, now I can look. Left we have weapon recharge, we have engines to the right, and we would have shields down there, and yeah. Oh, you said 95s, you say?
Sector alert. There are unknown craft entering our area.
That's all nice.
All squadrons, move to engage enemy forces. Alpha Squadron.
Y-wings, though.
Targeting enemy bombers.
Yeah, I'm going for them.
Try to destroy any incoming torpedoes
fires before they hit D-34.
I could have a problem here. Are you having fun here? Also don't want to run into the Y-Wings. Come on, explode. Oh, we have... Ah, that doesn't work. Can I get it? Yes, sort of. This better not count as me missing. Why are there a lot of... Oh, there they are.
This is one. I'm heavily damaged. Oh no, we lost one.
Oh, that sounded very disheartened. Like, oh no, we've lost one. I think more are coming. Oh, yep. Yeah, I have. They should be thanking me for it. Oh, X-Wing now. Let's see, where do we have a couple of extra... Where are the Y-Wings? There they are. The one thing we do have here is torpedoes. Please don't run into me. No, that would be sad. Oh, wow. Oh! Yes, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by basically myself, in X-Wing Alliance we have a lot more options than we do in TIE Fighter. So, for instance, look to the little, to the bottom left, where I can not ask for reinforcements. Sadly, goodbye. But I could tell my friend, Squadron Tactical... No, not you. Where's... There you are. Attack my type. Holy hell! That's a... Yeah, I heard something about a shuttle. I feel like maybe this is more important right now. How are you doing, actually? 174. Yeah, okay. Let's find that shuttle. Maybe disrupt the Y-Wings while we're at it. So basically, we can change what we're seeing all the time, and we can see the goals all the time, which is something you can't do in TIE Fighter. Oh wait, I shouldn't be shooting at you. Transport glitch? Let's speed up a little bit. But yeah, this... I think maybe this is the best way to play through TIE Fighter now? Maybe? Technically there are like 4 versions, maybe 5 if you count the Mac version as well. There, that should help with the disabling of it. There.
Good work. You discovered a shuttle carrying rebel officers.
Oh, hello.
Transport everyone back to disable and capture it.
Let's find some Y-wings to kill. None exist. Interesting. Alright, well, I don't want to attack that. Or maybe I do. Hold on. Why are you yellow instead of... Anyway, yes, there's the DOS floppy version, which contains only the first... Let's see... the basic game, the first 7... yeah, 7 battles. And then the first expansion, which is Defenders of the Empire, or Defender of the Empire. Also, what... why did... yes, there you are. Then you have the DOS CD version, which contains all of the... oh, that was a double, even.
This is 3. I'm heavily damaged.
You should leave, then. I think... if I slow down, I will be overtaken by a bunch of torpedoes now. Maybe some of them will even hit me if I'm lucky. Good. And then we have one down here. And again, I want to...
Rebel corvettes are entering the area.
oh, I'm alone. Never mind. Alright, never mind. Yes, I just...
Corvette Juno has been destroyed by the rebel corvettes.
that's too bad.
This is fine. I've got a starship firing at me.
Wow, that they missed me. That's impressive. Oh, right, right. Just taking a bit of a scenic route here.
Great shot. Keep it up. Wow.
All me. Did my lasers get supercharged or something?
Assault gunboats arrived to help the defense.
Nice. Very nice. What about that shuttle? What happened to it? Right. Y-wings, of course. Yeah, more of them are coming.
Oh no, we've lost 6.
I didn't even know I had more. Oh. Really? We're done? Oh, wow, yes. Whoa!
Star Destroyer Hammer and her escorts have arrived.
I consider this an absolute win!
Prepare to join the secret order of the Emperor.
Excellent work. Despite coming under sustained heavy attack, our forces managed to hold the line long enough for the hammer to reach us in time. The remaining rebel forces were no match for the hammer and her escorts. As a bonus, you were able to identify and help capture the rebel officers in charge of the battle. We hope to glean many useful insights into further rebel and Mugari operations in the area. Unfortunately, this attack has also cost us considerably. The station suffered serious damage due to multiple torpedo hits, and repairs will take some time to complete. We've also lost many of our ties, as well as the modified Corvette Juno. Replacement fighters and personnel will soon be dispatched, but in the meantime we must rely on the hammer and her escorts to defend us.
Your conduct in this mission was most impressive for your first assignment. The Emperor will be pleased. The capture of these rebel officers will surely prove most useful to our operations in the future.
And there you have it, ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens. It's absolutely stunningly gorgeous, and I love it. I don't know if I can accurately express just how much I love this, but yeah, I love it. And I also love this specifically, like this style that they've chosen. It feels very right. I also don't know if this is because we are on a station right now, and if we get to see something else if we're on a Star Destroyer maybe? I don't know, I have no idea. It will be interesting to find out. But we do have maybe something in here. Yes, pilot wings. Your combat wings that were given for your first combat mission. Right, yeah. It trapped me there with the sentence structure. And did we get any new emails? We did! Drexel Scree, good job. Considering everything that went down, you handled yourself well for a nerf horn. Alright. Keep up the good work. Lieutenant Scree, Alpha 1. Well, you died, though. So, there's that. Do you have the right holo address? Hey, Trouble. Well, that's my new nickname. I haven't seen you since graduation. I took a job on Coruscant to send me a message if you ever want to get drinks again. I mean, sure. I don't know if Marin is a boy or a girl, but either way is fine. Current assignment, still a civilian, I see, but oh well. And if you haven't played through TIE Fighter, or if you played through it when it was launched back in the 90s, I think this is a good way to get back into it again. And, well, with the reimagined missions, I did notice a couple of the missions before this one where I got blown up because I was in a TIE Fighter, and I just kept flying in a different TIE Fighter. Like, it just jumped me into one that had just undocked instead of making me replay the entire mission, which honestly is something that the original needed. Because later on, a couple of the missions are like an hour long, and if you die at minute 59, well, guess what? You have to replay the entire hour again. And then again, when I got blown up this mission I just showed you, it didn't do that. So maybe it's only a few missions here and there that you can just keep flying in. I don't know. I'll just have to find out for myself later, as will you. And with all of that said and done, ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful in-betweens, I've been Calmputer, this has been TIE Fighter Total Conversion. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.